What are the special brand rates? Good question. Special brand rate. There are three types of brand rates. So let me tell you that. In the case of Section 75 duty drawback, Section 75 duty drawback, export after process. Processed goods you are exporting. You are not exporting the same goods in same form. So here the exporters will be in large number of exporters are there for a particular product. Is it possible to get each and everyone in a queue? If they happen to come to, if all exporters of India happen to come to, they have to come to North Block here, New Delhi, and they have to stand in a queue. All traffic disruption, everything will be there because large number of exporters are there. So what the facility is here, they are not paid on individual basis, case to case basis, but on a weighted average basis. A particular product, marker pen. Suppose there are 120 exporters who are exporting the marker pen by using imported material. How to pay each and everyone individually? It is practically impossible. What they do? They collect the data. They send officers to representative cross section of the exporters who are very prominent in the country. The officers will go and collect from each and every factory. So for the standard marker pen, what is the content? What is the content they are using? Weight, say for example, how many grams of plastic they are using, what is the ink, etc., whatever it is. So content, and also they will look at the duties they are paying. Somebody might have imported from Korea, somebody might have imported from China, somebody else from Germany. So naturally duties amounts will be varying, and the quantities that are being used may be varying. So what to do? They will collect the entire data, and on weighted average basis they find out for a marker pen, this is the quantity being used on an average, and this is the amount of duty being paid. So to that extent, whatever be the quantities you have used, they will find out a rate applicable to everybody. So that is known as DBK rates. No? These are called DBK, duty drawback rates. That rate is known as all industry rate, general. So every exporter, and you will find out it will be running into 100 or more than 100 pages of this thing if you download. So all industry rate. So based on this all industry rate, every exporter will be calculating and collecting the duty. But sometimes what happens? If somebody paid say 1 lakh rupees as duty and he is getting say 65,000 or 70,000 as refund, duty drawback, he is at this thing. So if a particular exporter is getting less than 80% of what he paid, if he is getting less than 80%, 4/5 means 80% of what he actually paid, then he has a case to claim separately. That is called special brand rate. He is eligible to claim not under AIR but under special brand rate if he is getting, as per the AIR, if he is getting less than 4/5 or 80% of what he actually paid, whatever be the duties put together, even local taxes. Then he will apply to Commissioner of Central Excise with all his details, DBK statements, and accordingly he will get everything, full amount, whatever he is eligible, not 80%. But there are some exports which are in unorganized sector, which are either not known to the government or known to the government, but not many exporters. When there are not many exporters, they will ignore. They don't specify that particular product under AIR. So that particular gentleman, exporter, will himself file an application for brand rate. For a product which is there, he will claim as per AIR if he is getting enough, 80% or more. It is there in AIR, the AIR rate is available, but he is getting less than 80% means he will claim SBR. If his product is not there, there is no AIR for his product, then he will claim brand rate. Understand? But there is something called minimum and maximum drawback. You should be very careful. less than 1% not possible unless it is above 500. The amount for shipment is above 500, okay, or at least 1% of FOB, okay. Suppose it is less than 1% and also below 500 means you are not eligible, you won't be getting. That is the minimum DBK case. And maximum also there is a ceiling. If you look at rule 8A, drawback rules, that is maximum 30% of market value. You read these things carefully. 30% of market value, it cannot be more than that, wholesale price in India. And minimum is 1% unless it is above 500. So subject to these things, you will be getting SBR, BR as the case may be. So AR, SBR and BR are the duty drawback rates applicable for section 75. Okay, and then adjustment, duty drawback computation. Duty drawback computation. So practical question, if we take, it will take time. Okay, anyway, just I'll give you an example. And you have to read carefully the conditions specified under section 75. There are so many conditions specified. For example, if you export to Nepal and Bhutan, unless you get foreign currency, convertible currency, you won't be getting it. And recently there was some amendment in 2012 also, that you have to get the amount from RBM. You have to get the amount from the foreign currency, means repatriation. If you don't receive the amount in convertible foreign currency, you are not eligible to get the drawback, and consequently you have to refund that. But there is a relaxation, and suppose you have got ECGC, you have got insurance policy from ECGC, Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India, and you are able to prove that you did not get any amount from the importer, and to that extent you have got it recorded with RBI, and RBI has written off the requirement to get the forex into India, and your claim, you got the claim also, insurance claim obviously, then in that case you will still get the duty drawback. Okay, there should be no denial. You see, suppose FOB, a particular product FOB value is 1 lakh and DBK rate is 0.7%. Will you get it or not? So how much it comes to? 0.7% happens to be 700 rupees. Yes, you will get here. Why? Because if it is less than 1%, it should be at least above 500. So because this amount is above 500, you are eligible to get. Either it should be 1% or more, or it should be above 500. So the 1% test it failed, and above 500 test it passed. Similarly, FOB value, say 40,000, and it is DBK rate is 1%. The amount comes to be 400. So here also you will get DBK, because though the amount is less than 500, it is 1%. So 1% and above you will be getting. And of course other things are also there. Minimum, it cannot be, even if it is 1%, it cannot be less than 50 rupees. It cannot be less than 50 rupees if you look at section 76. Read section 76 carefully. Suppose FOB value is 4,000 and DBK rate is 1%. Even if say 1.1%, 1.1% is DBK rate. So what is the amount of DBK you are getting here? You are supposed to get, so 44 rupees. No doubt this is more than 1% or 1%, but at the same time it is below the statutory limit, below 50. Because it is below 50, you will not get any DBK here. So in any case, it cannot be less than 50. So it is practically not possible to go for practical questions here. Time is very short and number of questions are very many there. But you refer to a standard textbook and please do it, because Practical questions are very much there available on duty drawback under section 74 also. Section 74 also, there are rates, specified rates given based on the use, commercial and individual use. Cars and personal use goods, there is a separate rate, and for others there is a separate rate. You have to go through these practical questions also.